3, 2, 1.
Hey, we gotcha!
OMG
BBG! What up, BBGs? We're back with another Beyblade Burst Rise unboxing, and this is some HyperSphere goods. We have Dusk Balkesh B5. So this is our beloved Dread Bahamut in Hasbro form. And of course, you guys know we love messing around with this Bey. We like launch it vertically, we get that Dread vertical going. I don't know how effective it would be in a Hasbro form. I mean, we could just try it anyways.
Yeah, and try out that Dread gyro move too.
Yeah, get it spinning as well while it's like vertically. It's crazy, man. That move is just, it can't do it. It's just way too hard. But this is a dual pack, guys, as you guys can see. It actually comes with Right Artemis A5. So it looks like they took the Artemis Bey, gave it a HyperSphere revamp, and we have that HyperSphere Performance Tip now too. I don't know. The dual packs are always cool, but there's always like just one focus Bey, obviously, right? Like you always just want the one, and the other one's just a constellation. It's like they never give you two crazy, super popular ones in the same dual pack.
That's
like,
true.
Yeah.
No launcher in this pack, just the Beys.
Yeah, no launchers, so you have to use your old ones. And yeah, let's flip around to the back here. So we'll take a look at the stats. Dusk Balkesh is a defense type, if you guys didn't know or if you guys forgot. Right Artemis is an attack type. So it's nice that we're getting a defense and attack in one pack here. It has very different stats. So with Dusk Balkesh, of course, you get the left spinning GT chip. Once again, this GT chip does not include the weight or anything like that, just the chip. Moving down, we got the energy layer. It just says it's a defense type. And we get a D48 disc, so that's a 7 disc. And they didn't give us a frame this time around. It's funny because Dusk Balkesh doesn't have one of those like super new HyperSphere or like Beyblade Burst Rise discs. It's not like Sting or anything like that where they remade the design. It's just 7. And they couldn't give us a frame with it to complete the combo. That's what's blowing my mind right now.
They want us to buy the Beyblade Burst Evolution Bey so we can get more discs.
Yeah.
I mean, more frames.
Yeah, like it's crazy. Alright, moving along, we have what is this TH16. So another HyperSphere driver. And you guys can see the stats on here though. Look at that. 5 in runtime and 1 in drop-in frequency. So super defensive Bey. It'll basically be riding along the brink a lot if you can manage to get it up there. And the complete opposite for Right Artemis. So this is the attack type that we're going to be getting from this dual pack. So of course the Right Artemis does not come with a GT chip because it is an older layer. And they pair it out with a D74 disc and a TH01 HyperSphere driver. It is an attack type. If you guys look at the stats, drop-in frequency 5 and runtime 1. So complete opposite.
Do you guys remember the Beyblade Burst 2018 World Championship? If you guys don't, we'll leave a link in the description below. Everybody was using Balkesh B3. That was like the top of the meta game back then. Probably not so much for the Balkesh B5 anymore. Like I don't think this guy is gonna have what it takes, but who knows? We haven't like tested it fully yet.
So here are the two Beys that you guys can get in this dual pack. Let's start off with Right Artemis. So this is a bit of an older Bey, but they gave it a HyperSphere refresh. So the energy layer is old school. Like you guys have seen this before. They just gave it a recolor. I don't mind like that kind of aqua-y blue color that's going on there. Looks pretty sweet. Not a big fan of the orange though. What do you guys think? If you guys remember, you can take apart the core and then combine the energy layer with Astro, and then you guys will basically get a totally different Bey.
Yeah, this Beyblade is kind of unique because it has that connection piece in the middle that you can swap out the spin direction, left or right. And since it's Artemis, this is a right spinning Bey.
Moving on over, we have a Hasbro exclusive disc. This here, guys, is Python. So pretty interesting. It's got like very obvious, you know, like triple edges on each side. It kind of reminds me of like a 1 disc or something like that for some reason though, like just like how aggressive the points are.
Yeah, this is pretty unique. We didn't see this design at all from Takara Tomy, so that's cool.
Last but not least, we have that TH01 Performance Tip. And this one is interesting because like the main platform of the Performance Tip has all these like slits on it. Don't really know how well that's gonna basically react in the stadium or like how it's gonna contribute. It kind of reminds me of like a Ace Dragon, like the HyperSphere Performance Tip, but it just has slits on it.
Dude, look how flat that thing is. It's gonna go crazy in the stadium. I can feel the speed already by looking at it.
Yeah, that's exactly why the stats are, what is it, 5 in drop-in frequency? So this is gonna be moving around a lot. It'll be climbing up those walls. Now the Bey that you guys have been looking forward to, the one that you actually came to this video for, Dusk Balkesh B5. So of course it has a GT chip, and Steven mentioned this earlier. It was like really funny. You guys notice like the red center on the GT chip? It's like they're trying to replicate that Gen weight.
Yeah, when I looked at it close up, I'm like, wait a minute, is this like the rubber Gen chip? But then you look closer and it is not. Just a replica paint on there just to trick your eyes.
And of course we get the 7 discs. So this is the 7 disc that you get from the original combo, right? It didn't have like a brand new redesigned disc in Takara Tomy. So it was easy for them to basically just throw in the 7 disc because they already had it. But I'm surprised though because they didn't give us that wall frame that originally comes with the Takara Tomy combo. It must have been easy. Like you could have just thrown that in because like Hasbro actually has that part.
But the wall frame scrapes so much, so I don't know like how useful that would be. But I mean, of course, you're missing something.
Yeah, exactly. I get what you mean though, because like in HyperSphere Stadium, if you're climbing the walls, that wall frame would have just been like scraping, right? But then just give people the option to not use it, right? At least include it. And now onto the new part. This is TH16. So this is a driver or performance tip that is brand new with this combination. Apparently it's called Orbital-H. When you scan it into your game, you guys will see the nickname for it. And I don't know, like it reminds me of the Wizard Fafnir performance tip, except that it's slightly shorter.
Yeah, there's like that ring around the perimeter.
And definitely not as flat as the TH01 that we got from our Artemis. So you know for sure that this is going to be completely opposite from that performance tip there. So here's a quick side-by-side of our brand new Hasbro Dusk Balkesh B5 and our Dread Bahamut. So right off the bat, you guys can see like even the angles that they sit on are different just because the design is so different on the bottom there with the performance tips. The wing design is totally different, right? It moves a lot, like as the Bey actually unlocks, the wings flare out. You can regain your locks sometimes during battle. You're not gonna get that from Hasbro.
Yeah, the Hasbro one, it feels like it's 100% just fixed at the flare out position.
And of course, the drivers are totally different. That Orbit metal driver was pretty unique when it came out because like you don't actually get that many metal drivers anymore from Takara Tomy. So this was a nice addition. But of course we don't get that from Hasbro. Now we get Orbital-H. Alright, let's scan our new Bey into our game. There we go, we got our Balkesh
B5.
Nice, pretty cool. Use a special move. Yeah, perfect. That's not bad.
Regardless where you tap on the screen, you're gonna unlock the Bey regardless.
Yeah, of course. But it just doesn't feel good if you don't get it perfect, you know?
That's true.
Alright. And we got our new Bey.
Alright,
nice.
Let's break it apart. Let's take a look at what we get.
Dusk Balkesh B5. Actually, the layer actually looks pretty cool in the game. The colors are better in the game. Yeah, we got our 7 disc, Orbital-H over there. Yeah, too bad it's not metal. Let's weigh our Dusk Balkesh.
44.87 grams. Actually pretty heavy for
That's not
HyperSphere
bad.
Bey.
That's actually legit not bad, considering other ones weigh less.
Yeah,
so
like
zoned.
Zone long on this, 40.7. So
yeah,
definitely more.
I think Wizard's like less than that. I think it's like 30.
Under 40, yeah, 39.3.
Yeah, so Dusk Balkesh actually weighs in pretty decent for a Hasbro Bey.
Now the next thing we need to find out is, can it dread vertical? Okay, let's go into a test spin and test battle.
3, 2, 1, go shoot! Oh, nice. Oh, sick!
What?
Whoa, it just went like crazy. I bet you that's like the outer ring that it hit.
Actually moved more than I imagined.
Yeah, I think we got lucky there. But it was really cool that it like stalled on the brink for like such a long time.
Yeah, I can see why the runtime is supposedly more. Balkesh B5 versus other HyperSphere Beys. I'm going to use Artemis first.
3, 2, 1. Oh, that was actually insane. That runtime's supposed to be super high, but I feel like Balkesh is actually, it's climbing up a lot. Just based off like those 2 launches so far. Dude, you won!
It might be my driver. It's so circular and round. Get me that life after death. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, that was sick!
It accelerated from one brink to another.
Yo, that was legit some like Tony Hawk Pro Skater stuff, man. It like like grinded against like the brink there and went all the way around. That was crazy.
And it kind of like just stopped when it reached the other rink.
Oh my god, that was cool.
Gotta do that again. East Dragon, 3, 2, 1.
Oh yeah, I think we got this. Balkesh got this. Let's go. Nice.
Wow.
Barely.
Nice.
3, 2, 1. Yo, I thought I'm a defense type, man. Balkesh is going crazy.
And I am an attack type. But it seemed like it was the opposite. Let's go again with Valkyrie. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, again. Yo, it's because Balkesh has that extra weight, man.
So much aggression. It seems like Balkesh is actually pretty big too. Let's go with Venom Devilos. 3, 2, 1. Oh, the acceleration is amazing.
Nice. Another burst.
That was actually pretty sick.
Okay, we're gonna try out that Dread Vertical, but Hasbro form. Let's see if it works.
Oh, here we
It's
go.
gonna be totally different.
Let's try a couple rounds with
Can you imagine Dread Vertical up these walls and stuff? 3, 2,
2,
1.
1.
Oh, just died. That was pretty fun though still.
Alright, let's do it again. 3, 2, 1.
Hey, we gotcha.
You flew up so high, and then Joker thought it's got the win, but then it just bursted. That was pretty sick. Nice one.
3, 2, 1. That can definitely happen sometimes if you're attempting it in the HyperSphere Stadium. So that is our unboxing, guys, for our Dusk Balkesh B5. Let us know what you guys think of this new Bey. I mean, out of all the Hasbro ones, since the weight is in the 40s, like almost mid 40s, it's not bad, I would say. It did pretty well in the Stadium too. So, I mean, if you're gonna pick up like any Hasbro Bey, may as well pick up Dusk Balkesh.
As a collectible, it's a good one to get, and it's also pretty strong. So,
yeah, definitely pick it up if you guys see it. All right, and then for all you people out here for Artemis, I guess you guys could also pick that up too. But I mean, you're probably not here for that anyways. Right?
you're forced to get it either way.
Yeah, exactly. But at least you get 2 Beys that you can battle with. This is your like first Hasbro product, right? So that's pretty sweet. All right, guys, that's pretty much it. Like the video, subscribe, and as always,
Geeks out.